Good morning guys, Diana here from Garden Love. So today I'm going to talk to you about how I protect my trees from sunburn. And since I've been having rodent problems, I'm lucky enough that the product I'm going to use actually is 2-in-1. It's actually 3-in-1, but the two main things that I'm concerned about is the rodents and sunburn for my things. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the product I'm going to be using today is called IV Organic. It's actually 3-in-1. It protects against damage, sunburn, insects, rodents. Okay, and it's non-toxic, environment safe, and organic. I mean, come on guys, how much better can this get? It's organic, and you can use it on your on your roses, fruit and nut trees, ornamental trees, and shrubs. So you can use it on any plants that you want to protect, if there's a tree that you are in love with and you want to protect it against sunburns or rodents or insects, this is definitely the product to use. As I mentioned in the past, I have my Snow White nectarine. I had some sunburn last year. I went to my local nursery and they advised me to get some latex paint and dilute it and paint my tree. I did the job, but I wasn't too happy with it, and also I wasn't too happy that I didn't know what chemicals the paint had in it, and I was putting it on my tree that I'm going to be eating fruit off of it. Nevertheless, I did ended up doing it. I did protect my tree, but now that I found this product, I am so excited because it's organic. I know that there is no chemicals in this, and it's going to protect my tree against sunburn and rodents. I mean, you guys know that I've had issues with rodents over the last few weeks, and it's been a really big concern of mine. So now that I have this product, I'm going to make sure that I put it on all my trees, because I don't want those rodents to get interested in the trunk of my trees and damage my trees and kill them. So let's get started, okay? Let me show you guys. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do, I already pre-mixed this product. I'll go ahead and add a clip on what to do. I didn't use the whole product. I only wanted to use half of it because I wanted to save some for later on. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and start covering the trunk of my tree, and since it's morning right now, I'm gonna move this to the shade to ensure that the paint, the minerals and oils get dried out before the sun hits it. And it's very important to actually cover that wound from the grafting, because that way it helps it seal better. Okay, and I'm gonna show you, let me show you really quick where the sunburn is. There's some sunburn right there. Okay, and I want to make sure that I get inside of that. Hey guys, so as you've seen in the video, I just wanted to point out that it's very important that anywhere you trim your tree and there's a cutting just such as this, it is very important that you go ahead and seal that with the IV Organic product, because you don't want the dead wood to attract any insects that might start eating your tree and eventually kill it. So I wanted just to point that out, because that's very important. This tree, I bought it last year, and I noticed that there's a lot of places where they clipped it. So I want to make sure that I cover that. I did not do that last year like this one. Like this one, I want to make sure that it's sealed, because as you can see, I don't know if you can tell right here, like this one, there's actually a little piece of like the top layer of the wood is coming off. So I want to make sure that no insects get inside of there and start eating the tree. I really love this nectarine. It's actually the sweetest nectarine I've tasted. It's super sweet, and I love it. So I want to do whatever it takes for me to protect this tree, to ensure that it keeps thriving for years to come. So that's what I'm going to do. Here's another example. See the wood? I don't know if you can see the wood right there. I guess they cut it, so I want to make sure that I seal that wound to ensure that there is going to be no insects going in there and start eating this beautiful branch. I don't know if you guys noticed these beautiful blooms. Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm really excited. Last year I got about maybe 5 nectarines, maybe 6 or 7. They were so good. So I'm hoping this year I get a little bit more. Here's another example. I think some insects got to this because the branch is not doing so well. So I'm gonna make sure I seal it. I should have done this, like I think I mentioned this earlier, I should have done it before it started to bloom, but just haven't had the time. It would have been a lot easier because right now I'm trying to prevent me painting the leaves. Although it won't damage the leaves, it'll actually protect the leaves as well. But I want to just get the trunk. Alright guys, so while I continue painting the rest of the tree, I'm going to show you how I mix the product. Basically, you receive this little container, and inside the container there's a little pouch that has all the minerals that you're going to mix along with the oils. You're going to get what I did is, because I didn't want to use the whole thing, I just make sure that I use half of the powder and half the oils from the little vial that you get in your package. Then I added water, which I didn't fill it up to the top. I filled it up to halfway of the container, which would have been half of what you would have used. I hope that makes sense. So once I put all that together, I just mixed it all together and shook it really well. And then as you can see here, I started using it. I hope that wasn't too complicated to understand and that it was helpful. I want to make sure that the trunk is nicely covered and its mouth. And it's really weird. There was a little crevices here, and I saw, like, I was brushing over it, and I saw like an inkset come out of it. So it must have not liked the smell. So that's a good thing. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that, but there is some either insect damage or sunburn that I want to make sure that I get paint in there, so if there is insects in there, it can stop the damage. I don't know if nectarines are more subjected to insect damage, but this is one of the trees that I've noticed more sunburn and insect damage, so this is definitely my priority. I should have done this a while back before the blooms and the leaves started to come out, but I've been so busy I have not had the time. So today I woke up early, and this is my #1 project for the morning. Like I said, as soon as I'm done with this, I am going to be moving it to the shade just for one day, and then putting it back in a sunny spot. But guys, this is all you gotta do to protect your tree from sunburn and from insects, and especially for me, from rodents. All right. Actually, let me tell you guys something. The bottle says to test the paint before you use it, but I gotta tell you, I used paint on this last year. So if this tree can take paint, it could definitely take some organic material and oils and minerals. So I know this tree will be fine. If you are using this product, I highly suggest to try it in a branch before you fully cover your tree. You know, some trees might be more delicate than others. They're just like us. You know, some sunscreens might irritate our skin and others might not. So I highly suggest you do that, because this is kind of like sunscreen for the trees. So anyways guys, I'm really excited to be protecting my tree before all the beautiful leaves come out, and I'm excited that I found an organic product. If you guys are familiar with Ivy Organic, I'm sure you guys know about the product and probably see Charles' channel. But if you guys are not, I highly suggest to go look up Ivy Organic. Charles is the host of Ivy Organic's channel, and he's amazing. He's so informative. There's always something I'm learning from him, and I just highly recommend that you go to his channel. Alright guys, well, this will conclude this video. I am excited to be out here. It smells really delicious. It smells like a tea or something. Excited to finally be getting out here and doing what I've had to do for the last 2-3 weeks. I was actually afraid that this tree wasn't gonna ever wake up, because all my trees are awake, and this is the last one to wake up from winter. All right guys, if you guys have any if you guys have any questions, comments, like always, leave them down below. If you guys like this video, give me some thumbs up, and if you guys are new to the channel, Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Okay guys, you guys have a blessed day. Bye bye.